Hey guys, this is Mako, and today I'm gonna be showing off my Zero Damage Fenrir deck. Sorry if this video took a while to be uploaded. The reason why it took so long is mainly because we obviously don't have all the key cards that I mentioned in the shorts video. But regardless, it's still possible. It's just not as consistent compared to when we get the PG that has Revelation and the grade 1 that basically allows us to use Taro again. So anyways, I'm going to be doing the deck profile. Okay, so for the deck profile, starting off with the grade 0, we run Van. He's mainly used because depending on how you stack your cards after soul charging almost your entire deck, you might want to use his effect to get into your stand triggers, because what ends up happening is that you end up with one blank card and a bunch of stands in the deck. And what I mean by blank card is that after you soul charge your bunch, the last card is gonna be either any unit that doesn't have a trigger, or the last card is gonna be this one, the grade 1 Gelja. Because with Gelja, the way he works is that you soul charge 2, but then this goes at the bottom of the deck or something like that. But anyways, yeah, so he pretty much allows you to get into your stand triggers faster during the battle phase. Oh yeah, and then the second purpose of Gelja is not really for his revelation effect, but more for his what's it called? Aside from putting cards in the soul, you also can give one of your units 5,000 power, and you mainly need to give that to your grade 2 that binds stuff from your opponent's hand, which I'll go over that soon. But yeah, he's a good soul charger. He also has Revelation, just in case for some reason you get one copy of this in hand. But majority of the time, you don't want to see this in your hand. You want to have this soul charged by an ability, or let's say you're on your grade 1 turn and this is the only copy that goes in your hand, then you can ride this. Also, when you're going first, you could ride into Taro, but it's risky because your opponent can kill you. But I don't know, let's just say this card goes in your hand for some reason, then yeah, you can ride her if you're going first, not when you're going second, if you're going first. But otherwise, yeah, you don't want to see this stand trigger in your hand. You want to soul charge it immediately. And then, alright, 4 copies of the Strive Fodder. Also searches for Fenrir grade 3, because if you don't ride into Fenrir, basically this combo doesn't work. 2 of Valencia, because she soul charges more, so she basically acts as 2 more copies of Grappa. And then 3 PGs. You can run 2 PGs if you like, so that you can have a better chance of soul charging Valencia, but I run 3 PGs just in case my opponent wants to kill me. But yeah, when the new Genesis support comes out, this will be replaced with the triple rare PG that has Revelation, because most of the time this card's a brick unless your opponent's trying to kill you. Now for the grade 2s, 4 copies of Grappa, just allows you to soul charge more. 3 copies of Gajol, mainly because he has Revelation. We don't use his Generation Break skill. Although, let's say you don't kill your opponent right away, and I don't know, for some reason you're not able to go into your main combo piece card. I guess you can go into Gajol, but what's it called? When you're, let's say you didn't get your kill turn, like your opponent is still alive. Most scenarios you basically ran out of time to soul charge stuff. But I mean, if you're fast enough, then yeah, this is a good card to go into. And then, oh yeah, this is the Heart and Soul, aside from Taro, because pretty much this allows you to bind stuff from your opponent's hand so that they won't be able to guard your big attacks. And then plus, when you Soul Blast the Taro, it can restand. So that's how you empty your opponent's hand. But since we're missing some key pieces, what ends up happening is that your opponent ends up having only 2 or 1 cards in hand most of the time. So you pretty much gotta hope that your opponent doesn't have a PG. If they have a heal trigger, it doesn't matter unless for some reason they get defensive triggers as well. And then three of this. Aside from Revelation, this just becomes a really big attacker. Now for the grade 3s and trigger lineup, sorry we went over the Taro stand trigger. Now, this stand trigger is important because it prevents you from decking out. And it also, let's say, for some reason you weren't able to kill the opponent, at least the opponent won't deck you out during the battle phase depending on how much damage they gave you. Because what ends up happening is, let's say they only give you 3 damage and then for some reason you only have like 4 cards in deck. They just have to attack you twice and then you won't be able to stride. And then 3 of this unit, Azua, probably butchered that. But yeah, it's basically like the grade 2, just with more base power. So instead of 9k, it's a 10k. And then 3 of Fenrir. He's the one that you want to go into because he allows you to soul charge when you stride. And then let's say you don't have Medusa in hand. If you soul charge Medusa, you can call her out after you soul blast her. For the trigger lineups, the reason why I run 6 stands instead of 9 is because sometimes you want to see your combo pieces, and sometimes it's really good to see this card get sent to the damage zone just so you have a better chance of getting combo pieces. So that's why I run the 6-3 piece. And then yeah, for Fenrir, he's your heal trigger, but you don't really care about healing. You just want to kill your opponent the turn you go into Fenrir. Now for the G zone, it's self-explanatory. Like, you're only going into this unit just because he changes the skill of Revelation. Before, it's like with regular Revelation, you just soul charge the card on top of your deck, and if you did, you rest the unit. But with this version of Fenrir, you don't have to rest the unit, and you get to look at 2 cards instead of 1, so that helps a lot. And then just 1 copy of this, because there are scenarios where you don't have your key combo pieces in hand, and if you're not confident in soul charging those key pieces, then yeah, Diane is also good. This also sort of, actually not sort of, it is pretty much the same as Diane, except it gives power to your other rear guards, and you soul charge 3 if you have 2 or less cards in the soul. So I guess like if you don't have like your Valencias and Grappas in soul, hopefully this will add them. Or like let's say let's say you just only have grade 1 and grade 2 cards, and then your grade 2 card is a Grappa, then yeah, this guy could come in handy. Or no, sorry, not Grappa. Not just Grappa. If your soul is just a Valencia and a Grappa, then this would come in handy. But yeah, otherwise you go into this. Everything else you don't use. That's pretty much it for the deck profile. And now we'll be moving on to the gameplay. Interesting, someone running DP. And this is decent. I say decent because in case we don't draw in a Fenrir, we can always... Oh, this guy's VP farming. We're gonna have to stop recording this. Is he VP farming? I mean, I can technically do the combo if this guy is VP farming, depending on what I soul charge, but if he is actually VP farming, then I'm not gonna bother finishing the recording. Well, drew in the Fenrir, so these are basically useless. They're just good for stride targets. We may have to place a grade 2 if he's gonna crit me again. Oh shoot, someone's phone alarm is on. Gotta turn it off first, sorry if you hear background noises. Oh shoot, we're only doing this just in case he is actually VP farming. But regardless, VP farming or not, if I can pull up the combo, this will stay in the video. So at least you have an idea of how to use this deck. Generally, I don't put matches that have VP farmers, but because this deck is not as consistent as... Okay, yeah, no, he's definitely... Well, I mean, I guess we'd call this just in case the combo fails the first time, so... That's something I can do. Frickin' Taros, okay. You need to go in the soul, not in the hand. Okay, I got some good hits. Oh, I almost called the Sentinel for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I'll try to Taro, which is what we need. Soul Blasting 1, 2, and 3. Oh, get a Taro in hand. That is okay. Got a Taro in soul. So that means we recharge one more. Yeah, that's all our gouges. Now we just Soul Blast the cards we don't need. So just Soul Blast these 3. Okay, don't activate that. Now we just activate our gouges until there's basically one card left in the deck. Okay, now we go to battle phase. Soul Blasting 1. Doesn't matter what we Soul Blast at this point. As long as we Soul Blast 1 Taro. Or basically Soul Blast 1 Taro for every Medusa attack. Ooh, that might not be good for us. Oh wait, I have a Medusa. Wait, not Medusa. I have a Taro in hand. I did not account for that. Sorry, that was an accident.
Alright. Yes, Mom. Where's your phone?
Don't draw. Otherwise we'll deck out. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the combo. Despite being a VP farmer, at least you kind of got a glance of how the combo works, and that's kind of like a worst case scenario where like you only have 2 Taros in soul, but everything worked out. Especially since you get a lot of counterblast to soul charge a bunch of cards. And sorry if you guys heard a lot of background noises. Someone's alarm was not turned off properly, and yeah, I have family members over, so sorry about that. Anyways, that's it for the video. I know that I might have not shown the best performance for Genesis, but that's mainly because the deck is not as consistent compared to the original Zero Fenrir damage deck. But if you guys want me to, I can show off. Where is it? I could show off this deck, Silver Thorns. Although Hari is like a better Pale Moon deck, Silver Thorns is the much cheaper out of the two. Plus you can use your Vanguard skill if, let's say, for some reason you can't stride because you ran out of cards in your hand. And then especially since the meta for this month is like super aggressive since Nubatama's out, I could pretty much do a deck profile on this. Nubatama, I could show you what I've been doing with Nubatama. Right now I'm just farming for pieces, or not really farming, I'm just, well, I open packs to get this guy, but I'm mainly saving my packs because for next month we get more support of Nubatama, so that's why I'm not building this clan right now. That, and I am actually doing pretty well with Pale Moon, so I think probably by February, when Link Joker gets more cards, I'll probably change it. We'll change it into Nubatama, but we'll see. And yeah, if you guys actually want to see the Silverthorn video, just give this a like or subscribe, or actually even put a comment in the video. It would help a lot, and hope you guys are having a great day, and that this version of Fenrir will give you an idea of like how this deck will work when it gets more support.